Hello, 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 and welcome to the Manacaster stream. Seems like an early day today. We don't have an audience yet, so just going to chill a little, testing my audio. Ah, there we are. You have some viewers tuning in. Welcome. I'll just get right into it, and today's gonna be a bit of a short stream because I just had quite a long journey. um, I left New Zealand to go back to Vietnam last week. It was fine, but then on the journey back, I just encountered every difficulty imaginable. Basically got stranded in another country because I missed my connecting flight. Had to go back to Vietnam and then book new flights entirely to go back to New Zealand. The funny thing is, I'm only in New Zealand for 1 week because I have today I actually finished the presentation, an important group project at school, and next week I finish my finals exam, and then I skedaddle back to Vietnam again. Why did I choose to do all this? I'm not sure, um, but yeah, I'm hit pretty hard, but there's always time and energy for streaming, and I'm pretty excited to introduce you guys to the new UI that we have worked on pretty hard over the past few weeks. As you may recall, the main menu UI was a bit of a mess. It was really prototypey. It's only useful for developers to playtest. If you were to, like, I don't have it on hand right now. I can't really show you. You were from the earlier stream, or you've been playing Manacaster. You know exactly what I'm talking about. Now, what's different this time immediately is when you get into the main menu, you only have like 3 cards that will lead you to each of the major game modes. RPG mode is not finished, so we've disabled it for now. But when it does, then you'll be able to see the option related to RPG mode when you click on this one. Now, as PvE is basically the play versus AI mode that from before. There it has a subtitle: challenge the AI. PvP is battling another player. And we have these beautiful graphics to tell you which either constructed mode, which is the mode where you play with your own deck, or draft mode, where you and your opponent is going to build your deck during the draft phase of the game. I have not actually played this yet because I'm not good enough to build my own deck. Always have been just playing constructed mode, but that's one of the major difference. When you click on either mode, the option relevant to that mode is going to appear or disappear. Now you have a drop down to select time limit. Before it was like a checkbox that says untime. Right? If you check that box, there will be your match will not have a timer. But I think one of the things I kind of learned about game UI design is that checkboxes are terrible. Right? If you're doing a software UI, checkboxes is fine. Very quickly you can turn on and off an option. But for a game, even if it's 2 option, you want a drop down. Another option in UI design is to have like a toggle button, and you click on it, it switches to the left, switch to the right. Now the thing with that is it's really hard to tell what is active, and I actually have a very bad experience with a web app that very heavily utilized that sort of toggle switch. Every time I would click on it and the text would change, and I'm like, is this the active option or is this the option that is not active? So yeah, I ruled that out. Did not touch that at all during the redesign. So it's either drop down and rarely a checkbox like for fast mode. The other reason why we would use a drop down, because who knows, in time we may have different time modes like 60 minutes for example, right? Or share time pool, I don't know. But for now, we're gonna have Untime and 30 minutes. Um, Similarly, we have the drop down for match type. We can do one game or best of threes. Here's the drop down to select the deck. Right now, it's not. It seems to serve its purpose. I can see all my decks here. I can scroll horizontally just if the name is pretty long. I'm not sure yet how we're going to handle when the list get longer. Um, but we'll get there. The better design will come out over time. So right now I would want to set it to Stomping mid-range. Probably, yeah. Here, their deck is basically the AI's deck, and this wording is from Ben himself, where we were wondering how we should phrase it. It used to be like AI deck or something. So I think it is better this way, where you can tell, okay, this is your deck, this is their deck. Who is there? Who is they? The AI you're playing against, right? This is pretty foolproof this way. If you put it on random, then the select AI deck drop down is grayed out and it's also random. If you choose official decks, you can select from the official AI decks. If you select your deck, you can select from your deck and make the AI play your deck. If you want it to play any of the public decks, you can add a public deck to your list of decks, and then you'll have that option available for the AI. Fast mode currently doesn't have that tooltip, but basically it allows you to accelerate the animation that plays during combat. Haven't tried it. I always enjoy looking at animation, so I'll leave that unchecked. In terms of PvP, same deal for draft mode and constructed mode. In constructed mode, you can select your deck. In draft mode, you don't, right? And then you can join the queue, or if you want to challenge an opponent, you enable this. This box basically lets you engage with the PvP, like the duel system. It lets other people send you a challenge, but it also allows you to start sending people challenges. So if you don't tick it, you can't challenge. You can't select any of these options. But if you allow, you can start like, okay, select the time, or you can play draft mode in a duel. You can play constructed mode in a duel. So the deck you select up here is gonna apply here for the duel. Right now it's not finished. Yeah, you're supposed to be able to type the target of the duel there, but it's not there yet. Also, the fast mode toggle is not here. It's not finalized. Yeah, so that's the changes to the main menu, and I think this is a huge step up from what we had previously, where it was confusing even for me to select what I want to play. Another major change is to the learn to play. So we made it front and center, so that new old players, you sorry, headset's going crazy. Hold on. Bada bing. Learn to play button is front and center. You can always click on it to view the tutorial. And also we kind of streamline this panel. Used to be like 9 or 12 different buttons, which to me seemed counterintuitive for a new person. You click open that dialog with 12 buttons in front of you, and you don't know what you need in order to learn the game. So we have the beginner, and it's just play the tutorial. You have intermediate, which is to battle the AI after you learn the tutorial, and then the advanced is to read the rulebook, build deck, and then call to action, join a match of your choosing. There was feedback from Ben himself that the buttons don't look like buttons. And yeah, now I look at it, I kind of agree. Also, probably want to put the text from here up. There's a shadowy box here for no reason. And the worst thing is that this entire content is not centerized against the title. Really not, yeah, not my cup of tea when things are off-centered like that. But we can agree that this is much cleaner than the previous version. The tutorial will need some refactoring because of the new UI, and I'll show you why. Inventory has not been touched, so is the rulebook and the settings. well, in the settings, you can now see the patch note here. Well, it's not really doing anything. Okay, Zinti, patch note doesn't do anything. Statistics used to be part of the main, the menu bar up here, but we thought, okay, it shouldn't be so prominent. It's not something that people click on a lot, right? I rarely click on it because I don't really I don't really want to learn how many units I deployed. Yeah, it looks impressive, but like, it's not kind of information that I frequently look out. Maybe my wins and my losses, that's fine. So yeah, deck builder's been revamped a little bit too. So these used to be inside of a model, a model that pops up when you click a button. I think we need to put it back because right now it looks pretty cluttery. That we don't have to show everything. Yeah. Yeah, there are some changes that I submitted that hasn't been implemented yet, but I think that's down the line. That's gonna happen. Yeah, there's not a lot of changes yet to the deck builder, but the majority of the changes is the main menu, the learn to play, and the in-game UI. So let's check it out. We'll do constructed mode, untime. Actually, let's do time. It's relevant to the game mode. And let's start. Yep, and the box used to be on the right side. It's been centerized. Okay, so minimal changes to the mulligan screen. But you can see that the car inspector to the left here, it's got a nice wooden frame there, so that it's kind of the car can be more distinct from the background. As for this screen, the things that have changed is the wording on here. So like 0 to 8 card for your starting hand, right? The starting hand wasn't a part of the language before. Drag card to right click to select. So we feel like it's more understandable instruction. You have right here, you will randomly draw 7 cards to fill your hand. So it used to be a little text here that says if you select less than 7 cards, you're gonna draw enough to fill your hand. If you draw 8 cards and you skip your first draw, and personally to me, I didn't understand what that means, so I don't think a new player would understand, and it doesn't stand out well enough. So we reformatted that into this dynamic text. Now, if you have 0 cards selected, you will draw 7 cards randomly to fill your hand. But if you have 1 card selected, you'll say you will randomly draw 6 cards to fill your hand. Now, let's say I select 8, right? You will skip your first card draw, right? So dynamically changing based on how many cards you selected. And we think that is better to communicate the way that mulligan works. Right, 7 cards selected, this tick disappears, nothing can happen. You still draw your first draw, but you won't draw randomly anything because your hand is now full. Okay, back to topic. Let's select our starting hand for this because I do want to win. Whenever, okay, let's get some heavy hitting units. I actually play Manacaster while I'm away. And I lost like quite a lot to the AI because I keep having no powerful units in late game. I only have like 1 cost, 2 costs, and then at some point they all died. So I wanted to ready myself with some powerful units from the get-go. Oh my god, why's the music so loud? One moment. Yeah, the music's gonna get really loud. I think this is for 3rd turn, 4th turn. Maybe something like that, yeah. And I would want card draws. Do I have any card draws? No. That's sad. That's not good. I don't have any action to draw more cards. Boy. Oh well, it is what it is. So I will have to rely on subsequent draws then. uh, hmm, for yeah, let's do this. Wow, there you go. So announcement text that appears to tell you what's gonna happen, or what kind of phase of turn it is. So this is our turn to deploy. Here to the right, you see the turn, kind of like the phases in the turn. So it's turn 1. We're in the deploy 1 phase, and after the deploy 1 phase, the attacking. So this change is based on whether or not you're attacking or you're defending. For this turn, I am the attacker. So from deploy 1, I'll be attacking, and then deploy 2, and then next turn, this would change into a shield. Used to be like an actual text telling you like are you attacking or you blocking, but yeah, we got rid of that. We think iconography does a much better job. Hopefully, when an actual player play the game, this will tell them they're attacking or blocking. Right now, for me, it does its job. Lock is yeah. So the AI got a complete. Hey, I can't close the lock. I can't close the lock. Somebody. Yeah, it's just it's stuck there. Whatever. So the previous UI was very top heavy. A lot of the information was crowded at the top portion here. So that's been changed. Now the opponent's information and your information is now neatly to the left. The turn phase progression is to the right. So you have HP here represented by the heart and the number, the red number. To this day, I don't know what these stars are. I think it's like for when for in a best of 3. So in that case, maybe we should disable it if it's a best of 1. This is a timer. My timer sticking down and is white. The opponent's timer is gray, and I have a green flame next to my timer. And this is one of the ways that we decided to implement to show people even more that whose turn is it, whose priority it is to play cards. And having a flame next to the timer and it's ticking down is an indicator. If you were playing untimed mode, there would be no timer. The flame would still be there. It remains to be seen if this is going to become confusing to player if they're playing untimed, but we'll see. For now, for me, this is really informative. Right, clearly tells me I have priority to deploy. This is the count of cards in my hand, in my deck, and in my discard pile. Same for the opponent. So everything is accessible in this part of the screen, as well as the help panel. And if I want to show my mana or hide my mana, it's right there. Everything is right here. So this is Zenty, our developer's idea to put it all here. Before that, it was like still up there. Didn't make any sense now that you think about it. And we have the pass button if you don't want to deploy right here. Orange, glowing, beautiful. The mana bar, like before, opponent's mana bar is on the opposite side. So everything is really clearly tells you that the opponent is this space up here. Anything up here is belongs to your opponent, and anything down here belongs to you. Okay, so we're going to play a mana. And we actually got rid of physical mana cards. Previously, if you play a mana, it's gonna be played onto the field. But over time, we realized it's really useless. It doesn't really. You don't really look at the mana cards as you play. You look at the units and the action and all that. So yeah, we got rid of that. And in its place, the mana bar is now the main information hub for mana management. So I'm gonna play a. Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna play a hybrid 3-color mana, and now the deployment window has also been streamlined. So here's the mana, here's the option to deploy a tab or untap, or you want to cancel. Right? Previously, you would click deploy, and then another window would tell you like, do you want to deploy tab or untap? Right? So many steps, but now it's all in one screen. So I'll do that. A little note up here near my HP tells me that I lost 2 life, and I would want to deploy a unit. I'll click here, and the same thing. The card will appear here on, and with the mana selection, like that. So you use like automatic, it turns green. If you don't have enough, it turns red. And then you can either deploy or you can cancel. So everything is more neat now. Yep, opponent deploying, combating is starting, I am attacking. And now you select attackers right on the field. Because our swordsman has mass attack, so automatically you cannot deselect him. So you have to attack this time. So I'll confirm that. The field becomes black. Only the units that are attacking is gonna be highlighted. Combat 1, basically ambush phase. Ambushed phase. Combat 2, standard phase. Opponent didn't deploy. It's my turn again. And if I don't deploy, it's gonna end the phase. So it doesn't say pass, but it says end phase, right? It end the post-combat deployment, ending the turn. Neat little tooltip there to tell you what's gonna happen. So I don't have any mana left. I think when the unit is tapped, it's still kind of blacked out. I'm not sure, but yeah, it's another indicator that tells you, a visual indicator that tells you like your unit's been tapped. And oh, the cursor turns red when I hover upon the opponent's deck, or turns blue when I hover on my own cards. Pretty cool. Okay, I'll end the phase. Turn in. Turn start. Opponent is deployed, so now it's my turn. Well, one thing I noticed just now was that when it says turn in and then turn start, the cursor was still stuck on deployed too, right? So you probably want the cursor to start over again up here. God, this is really annoying. Start over again up here before you say turn start. So that's a note. Okay, I think definitely tap units become blacked out. Okay, he got a very heavy hitter there. I have nothing. I have no cards to summon, so I'm pretty screwed. But oh yeah, okay. So if I click on this twice, I'll go back to my hand. That's neat. Okay, I have no cards. Play a tap and just get my ass beat. Combat start. Opponent attack. Combat 1. Nothing happened because it's an ambush phase. Okay, it doesn't even show combat 2 though. What's wrong with that? I think it has to show combat 2, then this thing does damage, and then it returns. Right? That was really abrupt. So combat 2 ends very abruptly. Let's continue. Gonna play that. Oh, one moment. I'm actually sick with a flu right now. So, oh boy. The Forge Porter would love to give somebody rapid right now, but I don't have any. Okay, I can play the Swordsman. Okay, I think I can buff him, but should I summon or should I buff? It's gonna become 3/5. Yeah, 3/5. Okay, let's just buff him. So summoning an action is kind of the same. You can select your mana and then you deploy. So I'll do that. Yep. +2 attack, +2 defense, plus ambush. I will destroy the Steve door. Let's see how much damage we do. Opponent's defending. Combat 1. I will do the twin strike damage first. The ambush damage first. I'll probably kill him. Yes. He took 2 damage. And he got 1 heavy damage. And then I attack him again during second phase. No, I don't. Okay. Wait, okay, I do. Yeah, okay. Sweet. For some reason, the attack animation didn't play. But anyway, let's continue. Okay. Always good. Always done. In the face. Opponent's deploying. So here, this little button will show opponent deploy when the opponent is deploying, obviously. Or it's going to show an hourglass when we have to wait for things to resolve. Okay. Oh, so this is pretty neat. So this is not just like untapped units, but units that cannot do anything. Like this just got summoned, it cannot attack, so it's kind of blacked out. And this one has this one can attack, so it's still fully colored. Okay, let's see. I have a lot of water units in metal, so I think I'll put out a metal, and then what options do I have? For not a lot of options. So I'll just summon the technician, and then my face. Right, here's an hourglass. Combat start. So the attack, the blocker selection, we still leave it like this because I think this is the best way that you can select a blocker. Except we're gonna have a lot of quality of life improvement. So we have here the attacker count, one incoming attacker, and here it's gonna show you unblock and block damage, 4 block damage, 0 unblock, and current life point is still 20. So it kind of shows you instantly like, are you going to lose if you don't block, if you don't block all this damage. And yeah, I think that nothing is gonna come out of this. Both units are gonna be unfazed. Combat 1, nothing happens. Combat 2, it's taking a while. What's it? Okay, that's cool. I think that's a new effect. Right. It's taking sweet time. Okay, and phase. Turn in. Can I have 5 mana? So what is available to me now? Rally, Twin Strike. Rapid. If we get to 9 mana, I'll be able to summon that beefy unit. Let's see. This thing will attack automatically, so I might want to buff it tremendously. This card, perhaps? Yeah, I think we should buff him. So I'll buff Steelforge Swordsman. Does the opponent have? Okay. 4. Okay, I have no mana left. I'll pass. Show me what you have. Okay, they have a lot of blockers. Oh boy, again? Really? I can kill all of them in one hit, and this guy won't be able to... Well, he might be able to kill me though. That's interesting. But let's see what happens. Okay. I'll attack with both, why not? And let's see what happens. Okay. Combat 1, my Twin Strike will attack first. Oh wait, he... Yeah, my twin should attack first. This guy's not dead. Oh, so he used 3 units to multi-block me. So there should be a clear indicator. So yeah, take a picture there. He dies. Okay, here we are. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1. Dealing 6 damage. Okay, so this is damage division. In the way it works, the way that's been redesigned is that now you know all the information is over here. Divide damage to your blockers, and now you're dealing 6 damage. And if you don't have any, if you have any unassigned or overflow damage, it's gonna show here. This is important for heavy because like this would become the damage that you deal to the opponent. But since I'm assigning all of my damage, then it's gonna hit all of them. Well, I also think that I'm gonna die here as well. So, but I'll take all of them with me. So let's see what happens. Boom. Okay. Wow. Flashbang myself there. Okay, we destroy all of his units. Oh, and one of the effects of his unit also like deal fatal damage to me, even though I didn't die yet in combat. So yeah, he had this unit when it started giving enemy a -1 to attack and defense, so that killed my unit. Okay, we have nothing left. He still has a unit, but we'll see. Yeah, it was super powerful due to rally, but it couldn't do anything. That was fortunate. Okay, let's see. He has... What did he do? Yeah, that was very quickly went away. So what he did was he gave himself free life, and I have no unit, but he still played this for the life. So that was stupid. I think he should have buffed himself. He didn't. Right, so that's an AI flaw. Okay, let me play a mana. I'll do water. And what do I have? What can I do? He won't have any mana left, so I'll just put out a powerful blocker to deter him. And I want something that I'll be able to use next turn as well. So this is 6 mana. This is... Yeah, why not? I'll play the 6 mana card. Heavy and Leech. Heavy and Leech. Okay, there you go. Opponent deployed. You have nothing left, man. He's attacking. I'm gonna kill him, and I think I will heal HP as well. So he chose poorly. I have a clearly superior unit here, and he's still attacking. Poor sot. I don't know why it's taking so long when there's nothing to process. Boom. Dead. Got 4 HP. And I got buff from the guy dying. Oh, I can click on the discard pile. Great. So, pass. Turn in. Oh, he put out this last minute. Whatever. Let's put out another mana. And now I have a lot more options. I have the deep water gargantuan is going to be able to attack right away. Oh, I can do Star Shadow Slime. Should I do that? Nah. Let's focus on putting out heavy hitters. Okay. Oh, he buffed himself. Very dangerous there. It won't... We can only... Huh. 7, 8. Heavy leech. I may not want to hit him because he's actually quite powerful. So he played his card as it turns. So what? Why doesn't it show the inspector when I'm hovering? Okay, this is really weird. Okay, so he put out 6 mana to prevent me from attacking. That's pretty clever. Because I really don't want to lose my powerful units. I can't kill him with any of these. I can only like get one attack through. Why would I want to do that? Yeah, I think we're not going to select any attackers, as you can see. I will skip combat. Sorry about that. I will end phase as well. Alright, we're both gonna have 8 mana this turn. Let's see what he has up his sleeve. Okay, a unit there. They can both attack. This one has to attack. It will definitely die to me because it's so weak. This one can attack as well, but I can block him with this. Yeah. Let's do the mana. One more turn till I have that ultra powerful unit out. I'll be able to kill his trapper. Be able to severely weaken his trapper. Do I want to do that? Not really. I can just hit him to death. Yeah. I'll put out the battle mage. Why not? Oh, he's not deploying anymore. That's fine. Is he gonna attack? I would love for him to attack. Let's ready our lineup for next turn though. Still have 3 mana. Let's say that I don't summon. See if he attacks me. Oh, he does. How brave you are. All of my cards have heavy leech, so let's see. I think, yeah, it doesn't matter. He's just, yeah, he can't do anything but attacking because of must attack there. It does deal 1 damage to me from Twin Strike. Big deal. What is this symbol? I'm not sure. Okay, new turn. No, not second deploy. I'll put out T-Forge Porter in the face. Alright, I think we have a solid line and we can insta-kill him this turn. I'll do a mana. And I'll put out this avatar. This massive beefy unit that can attack right away. It doesn't matter what he does now. He doesn't have enough units. Oh wait. Oh boy. Okay, one of my units just died, and the effect triggers right away, allowing me to buff one of my units. So definitely I'm gonna buff my Anchor Steel avatar. Why not? Which one died? I want to see. Whatever. Okay, all of you, go ahead and kill the opponent for me, please. Pitiful little trapper. He killed my avatar, which is impressive, but he lose. Game over. Ha! And my leech has put me up 37 HP. Beautiful. I love this deck. Give me the end game. Yep, nice. Hasty vest. Again, does it look really hasty? Okay. Okay. Oh my god, beautiful. Hello, Gamer Snake. Hello, Kiki. Um, so yeah, that's a demonstration of the new UI that we worked on in the past few weeks, and of course there's a lot of room for improvement. I actually just got Unity installed, so maybe the next stream is gonna be me fiddling in Unity to further improve the UI. Right? For example, I want to make these graphics pop up and light up when you have on them. Right now they're not doing that. And a piece of feedback from Ben is that when it's gray like this, it looks as though it's disabled and you cannot click on it, right? So probably want to do something about that. Maybe a darker color and not gray, and the text should be white, so to indicate that you can still select it. Yeah, just small thing like that. And I wonder if I can also fiddle with the in-match menu. Little artifact there in this little text, in this little wooden box. Some trimming error, so I have to take a look at that as well. Okay, so that has been the stream for today, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me today in this little new UI overview stream. And yeah, I hope that I can continue streaming more regularly after after all the audio. But yeah, I think we've decided on a launch window, and we're working really hard to improve the game. So if you're up for it, please playtest Manacaster, send us your feedback, tell us like down to every detail, like what we can improve. All right, we work really fast and hard to improve our game to be something that you're going to have fun with and don't feel like you wasted your money, because we all know how frustrating it can be when there's so many games out there and you pay money for a game and then you don't get what you were promised. And definitely, this is a passion project. It's definitely made with a lot of passion in mind, but of course, it's also a lot of this is like a first-time project for a lot of us. For me personally, it's my first game working on a game. I have zero idea right now. Looking at a Unity editor, I have no idea what to do. So I'm gonna have to ask ChatGPT like, hey, how do I start working on the UI? But yeah, we are all going through that process to perfect our product, and we hope that you can have fun with it. And again, thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you later.